I'm Juicy, and this is Jess McQueen, and this is Tat Talk with Juicy. All right, so what was your apprenticeship like?
My apprenticeship, it sounds like it was pretty nice compared to a lot of other people's. I had a really nice guy who was my mentor, and I still did everything that everyone else had to do, but he didn't give me an extra hard time about it, so it was pretty cool. I liked it.
Okay, awesome. Who would you say are your greatest influences?
Tattoo-wise, I really like Teresa Sharp. I like her style a lot. And then, like, outside of tattoo-specific references, I mean, just general, like, pop culture and, like, art in general. Like, I get influences from everywhere, so it's kind of hard to narrow. I was thinking about that one a lot. Okay. But, yeah, a little bit of everything.
Okay, cool. You say everywhere. Is there a place in particular that you like to find your reference? Does it just kind of depend on the subject matter? Like, where do you go to look for flowers?
It kind of just depends. If I'm in an area where, like, I'm hiking or I'm, like, out and about and I see a cool flower, I'll just take a picture of it because I'll probably need it. A lot of times I don't remember I have that picture, though, so I end up, like, on Google and, like, going down rabbit holes on Google because I don't want to find, like, the first couple images, so that's my big secret, I guess. Just going deeper in Google. Okay. But nothing too crazy.
Okay. Do you ever run across your old, like, photos that you took for reference and get to, like, use them again?
Not sometimes. If I genuinely forget I take them. So sometimes I go back and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll use this now. So if it isn't for the intended project, sometimes it gets circulated again.
So is there any of your personality that we see in your tattoos? What you feel like we see in your tattoos?
I mean, I guess it just depends on the piece. I feel like I try to approach every tattoo with the, like, how can I make this as cool as possible? Even if it's something that I'm not particularly interested in, it's still important to the person giving it, so I try to, like, bring that to it. I mean, if I do my own work, then yeah, a little bit. I try to, like, the subject matter I'm interested in is, you know, probably pretty obvious that this is me. If anyone is down for, like, sparkles or occult stuff, I get a little excited about that and get to do a little bit of extra.
Awesome. All right, good to know. What do you think makes you different in the world of tattooing?
I'm sure there's probably plenty of people out there that are like me, but maybe, like, my outlook, I feel like my perspective is much like, I get to do this and I have to do this. Like, this is a fucking badass job and I love it. So I'm really excited to be here all the time and work with people, and even challenging people, I feel like kind of just don't understand what can and can't be done with tattooing. So I feel like it's more of, like, getting people to understand and educate people rather than kind of, like, be like, oh, that person sucks. So I feel like I have a pretty good PMA kind of outlook on that.
Yeah, that makes a really big difference to enjoy the experience and for it to be a positive, pleasurable one. That definitely, I would say, is something that sets you apart. What do you feel like has been your biggest challenge so far in tattooing?
I would say probably, like, comparison is a big thing. Obviously, when you're, like, a newbie at anything, you're just like, why am I not here yet? So I feel like that's something that was a big struggle for me, was just constantly comparing myself. It ended up kind of being a good thing, too, because instead of being like, why am I not there? I'd be like, what do I like about their stuff that I'm not doing in mine? So then I kind of just, like, flipped that around and I was like, why do I like it so much? And then it's kind of helped me, I guess, fill that hole or fix that problem I had early on where I was like, oh, I'm not this person or doing this, or this person's been tattooing less than me, so why am I not as good as them, or whatever, or not as long, but yeah.
Okay, so kind of more comparing yourself to where you've been compared to other people.
Yeah, totally, yeah. I feel like I would get really hung up on, like, why am I not, like, as good as this person, when it's kind of like it's a really hard thing to compare yourself to because there's a lot of different styles, so.
Okay, yeah, all right, cool. What do you feel like your greatest victory in tattooing has been?
Yeah, just kind of, I don't know, the mindset of, like, oh yeah, just try it, just do it, whatever. Like, I try not to, like, close myself off to different situations. So even if it's something that, like, maybe I'm not comfortable with, if I feel like I can at least execute it, like, I guess try. So maybe that, just, like, getting over those, like, scary, like, first time situations.
Okay. That sounds like a victory to me. So cats or dogs?
Dogs. I love all animals, but dogs.
The dogs.
The dogs.
Yeah. Do you have a fur baby in particular that you're super attached to?
Yeah, I do. I have my little His name's Odin. He's a little husky mix. He's cute.
Okay. All right. So what's your 5-year plan as far as tattooing? Any goals you have?
Totally. I feel like tattooing gives you like a really cool opportunity for travel, for like you can really make this career what you want. So I want to travel, I want to like meet more people, and I want to just kind of like get out there. I want to stay here for as long as y'all will have me. But yeah, I don't know, just like really get into it. I really want to like travel and just meet people and tattoo.
Awesome. Where do you keep your knife?
In my purse.
So I know that you started out in the cosmetology industry.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think you would be doing if you weren't tattooing? Do you think you'd still be doing hair and in that industry, or do you think you'd be doing something else?
I don't know. I don't know that I would be doing hair anymore, but I do like a lot of other things. So probably something still creative and like design. I think interior design is really interesting, so maybe that.
Okay.
Cake decorating is cool. So probably something still creative where I could still like, be contributing artistically somehow. So
Awesome. All right, cool. Tell me about the last time that you were starstruck.
So the last time I was starstruck, I met Elvira in Seattle, and I waited in a really long line to meet her, and I was like practicing all the things I was gonna like bring up to her or tell her, show her like pieces of artwork I've done that she's inspired. And then I got up there and I was like, "Can you sign this?" And then she was like, "How's your day?" And it was super awkward, and I was like, "Thank you," and just kind of left. So yeah.
Okay. All right. If you could go back and tell yourself one thing from the year you started tattooing, if you could go back and tell yourself one thing, what would you tell yourself?
I feel like at that time I was doing everything I could to like make it everything I could. So I feel like I'm pretty proud of what I was doing that first year. Because I feel like I was like working super hard, like not get super caught up on that comparison thing, not to get super focused on developing a style. Someone told me that it just comes along the more you draw. So yeah, so maybe some of that stuff, but ultimately like I was working pretty fucking hard and trying really hard. So I feel pretty good about it. Yeah, that first year was a good one.
That's good.
So, even if the tattoos weren't so great, I was trying.
Yeah. So who's doing your next tattoo?
I don't know. That's what I've been trying to figure out. I don't even know what I want. So once I figure that out, I've got a million ideas floating around like we all do, but I think I haven't really like had the chance to really sit down and think, but it'll be awesome no matter what. So.
All right, so you're giving away a tattoo as
Yes.
well. We're gonna do things a little bit differently this time. Now to enter, you're just gonna tag 2 friends that don't follow us on this video. That's it, you'll be entered, and then you will get a tattoo. Whoever wins, one winner, will get a tattoo from Jess. And that's what we've got for you today. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.